Hello, modelers. It's John back with the River Gorge. This is a pretty big update. I finally got some trees done, and I put trim around the side of this thing. Did quite a bit more landscaping. Of course, a lot of this tree stuff is hiding it. I did not do the river. The only thing that's really technically left to do is where the track is. It's just kind of laying on there, and I didn't put no roadbed. And I will do that eventually, but I'm not going to do it for quite some time now because there was a main reason I actually built this. I wanted to just test my skills on how well I could do a kind of a cliffy mountainous area. And the reason I did that is I had mentioned in previous videos that I want to do some major reconstruction on my current layout. And this is why I did this, to see if this was something I could do and see if it was easy enough to do where it's not going to take 2 years to do it. Well, so I think I'm happy with what I got. I'm going to kind of walk around with the camera. Sorry if I bump it a few times. I'll try not to. You can kind of see I'm just walking around so you can kind of get an idea of what I got going here. I did put a bunch of different trees and I made quite a few different colors, as you can see. And of course I made a different backdrop, the one I really wanted. Now it's not exactly how I want it, but it's pretty close. And I will probably redo it to make it a little better at some point. By the way, here's what it looks like with the trim masonite around it. I think it looks much better. And of course that will be painted at some point, the color of the walls in which where it's going to go. So, and then you can see the landscaping inside down and down below. I did quite a bit. The only thing I didn't do is put tall grass in yet, and that's what was going to go along the track on the sides, you know, away from the ballast. And I will do that at some point down the road. But this is where it's at right now, and I just wanted to show it to you guys so you can kind of see what I got. I think it came out really nice. I'm very happy with it. It may not be something that all people like, but for me, I think it came out really good. I'm very pleased with it. And it's not exactly like the picture was, but it's the same concept, a little long bridge, you know, with these steel piers and stuff with a going over kind of either a river or kind of a gorgy area. Now I took the easy way and filled it with pine trees, as you can see. I think that looks nice too. I did not put any deciduous trees on here. I was originally going to do that, and I still may at some point. I just still actually don't know where I'm going to put this thing. It's kind of big, and now that I put the masonite on it, and the tree, everything on here, it's gotten some weight to it. It's probably up in the neighborhood of probably around 8 pounds with everything, minus the train. So I'd say a good 8 pounds at least, maybe 9 pounds. So, but I don't know what I'm going to do with it for sure yet at this point. But I'm going to figure out somewhere to display it because it is kind of neat to look at. And a lot of people like that who've come over and seen it. A lot of my friends they think it's really incredible. So, and most of them say they think it looks real. You know, that's up to you to decide what you think. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. But to me, it's as real as I care. I am worried about ever being on something like this, you know. So, but what I'm going to do is this is going to be how I'm going to do my layout on my other train, my main layout for my railroad. And what I'm going to do is I mentioned in a previous video that I was going to want to make another track, and that is what I'm going to do. Likely, I'm not going to swear to it yet, but likely that's what I'm going to do. Not just a point to point, but I'd like to actually have it be a circular track. I don't know how I'm going to do all this yet. I'm going to start taking sections of my layout apart. Just so you know, the sky, the wood, all that stuff's going to basically still be similar to what it is. I'm just going to change what's on top. And I got a friend of mine who would like to, he wants some of the pieces of the current one. So I'm just going to give him, I'm just going to give them away. So I didn't want to cut it up and throw it away because it's some pretty nice work, I think. So, anyways, this is what I got. This is where it's at. I think it's pleasing to look at, and you know, you guys decide what you think. This will probably be the last video of this for quite some time, if I ever do even another one on this, other than maybe posting pictures of it in the posted area. So if you have any questions about this, let me know. I would put another video up if I do decide to cut a river in there down the center of it, and I still may do that at some point. I just don't know. You know, it's hard to say what I'm going to do. You know, my main priority coming up is going to be working on my current layout. So starting, well, a couple days ago, I did start to take things off it, and you know, I'm going to go slow. I'm not going to just go yanking it apart, but I am going to do some go slow and dismantle it in a certain way where it's going to still be usable if someone wanted some of it. So I'm just trying to get back so you can see it from a distance. Anyways, this is what I got, and I just was kind of wanting you guys to see final, other than the track. The track is really the only thing that's not finalized on this thing, and the bridge is not glued, but you don't really need to ever glue this bridge, because the piers sink. They're down into the foam pretty good distance down in there. There's a hole under each one, so they won't move. And the train, of course, and the bridge sits in the slot, so it's not going to come apart. So I just got to get some track and some road bed on the ends of it, and of course the right kind of track, but I'm not really overly worried about that at this point. So anyways, well, just thanks for watching this little series. I hope it wasn't too boring for you. I know some people say I overdo my videos and show a little too much and too little. It just depends on what their opinions are, but I like to show it, and I think you guys, a lot of you like to see the differences in what I do. And just one other note, the reason I don't do a video showing start to finish all one giant video is because they get to be an hour and 15, hour and 20 minutes long, and from what I see from people who view my videos, nobody ever watches the whole thing. So that's why I like to do little chunks of videos as I go. So anyways, well, thank you for watching, and leave me a comment if you want to. Thanks.